There is a lot of chatter in the Bay Area these days over police radios. For years, law enforcement, fire, and medical teams have used old-fashioned analog radios to communicate. Now the push is on to go digital. But as KTVU's Jana Katsuyama explains in tonight's special report, some are radioing back. They're not interested.
Burger King parking lot.
Every day across the Bay Area, police and sheriff's deputies depend on their radios. It's a vital communication lifeline that can save them in critical situations.
CHP requesting code to recover.
In recent years, many departments have been switching from analog to digital communication systems.
Dublin, please.
But now some law enforcement officers are speaking out, saying the high-tech digital radios have some serious problems, which they say could put an officer's life at risk.
If the button is depressed to transmit, no one else can get through to call for assistance if they need help.
Redwood City Police Chief Luis Covarrubias says that happened to one of his officers during a dangerous arrest.
A young man had been brutally stabbed by 4 other young men as part of the gang problem. He was holding them at gunpoint and was calling for other units, wanted to call for other units to respond to assist him, but he couldn't get through because somebody else was transmitting.
Digital radio systems usually have computer controls that direct only one call at a time to dispatchers. The digital units have special panic buttons to override other transmissions when an officer is in trouble, but some say it adds an extra element at a time of crisis.
In the analog system, you could get through. The digital radio has a 1 to 2 second delay after the button is no longer depressed, and if somebody else gets in ahead of you, just happens to squeeze in, you got to keep waiting for the use of that radio.
Other departments across the United States also have discovered problems with going digital. Philadelphia police say their digital radio system malfunctioned earlier this year, leaving officers without radio contact for almost an hour.
2 minutes downtime is not acceptable to me. It's totally unacceptable, and Motorola's got to fix it, period.
Philadelphia police say it was the 14th time their Motorola digital system had crashed, raising questions about the system's future. Redwood City's police chief says his staff voted to switch back to their old analog system and its 20-year-old technology.
We have 15 sergeants here, and I asked them as a group, I said, how many of you feel we should go back to the analog system? Every sergeant in the room, all of them, raised their hand.
But some Bay Area sheriff's departments say better officer training could help overcome some of the problems, and digital systems do have advantages. Many Bay Area sheriff's departments use digital radios, including Alameda, Santa Clara, and San Mateo counties. They say digital systems provide better coverage that's critical in large jurisdictions.
You can talk from handheld to handheld over the course of miles, 30, 40, 50 miles with analog. Our dispatch center was in San Leandro, and we couldn't always hear them in Oakland.
Digital radios are also lighter and can carry as many as 45 channels instead of just 1. And they can identify which officer is speaking.
So it does have a tracking system in it, so once you key your microphone, the dispatchers can tell who's speaking or what radio is speaking.
But even digital radio advocates admit the radios do have delays.
Dead channel. So if you're trying to transmit, you'll hear that I know I'm not getting through.
Critics and supporters agree that digital systems are the future. Plans already are underway to create a regional communication system across the 9 Bay Area counties and Santa Cruz County. The BAYRICS, or Regional Interoperable Communication System, would link more than 100 municipalities through a digital radio system. BAYRICS officials estimate it would cost $8 to $10 million for each jurisdiction to switch to digital. And many police agencies say that's a cost they'd rather delay paying until their concerns about digital radios are heard and fixed.
The chiefs are going to set certain criteria that they feel has to be met before they will accept the system.
Supporters say they hope the bugs in the digital radio system will be worked out quickly so the BAYRICS program can move forward. They hope to eventually connect all of the region's law enforcement, fire, transit, and medical service agencies into one shared digital network by the year 2012. In Oakland, Jana Katsuyama, KTVU, Channel 2 News.